Go for it. All right, so we're going to go over 3 ways to create more tension and a better bottom position inside your conventional deadlift. So the first way that Joe's going to show us, he's going to come down, and what we call this is taking the slack out of the bar. So what he's going to do is he's going to come down, he's going to grab the bar, and you're going to hear a clink. So he's pulling his chest up, he's creating tension between him and the bar. What I like to say is I want you to pull up with as much force as possible without picking up the bar. Go ahead and relax. With that same cue there, what I also want you to focus on after taking the slack out of the bar is pushing your knees out against your forearms. So go ahead and do that. He's going to take the slack out of the bar, and as he does that, he's pushing his knees up against his forearms. And what that's going to do is create a lot more tension between him and the bar. It's going to get his glutes firing, and it's going to help him create even more of a neutral spine and a better position. And we're kind of creating a wedge between you and the bar. You have a lot of tension, and you just want to get out of that position. The next one here, to create a better neutral spine, is actually working on more lat tension. So this is actually like a tool we'll use. So he'll do the same setup. We usually will use this if somebody's shoulders are rolling forward and they can't pack them back, like they're trying to pack their shoulder blades back to their back pockets. So what we'll do is we'll grab a band, wrap it around the center. I'm gonna have Joe do all the same things as far as setup goes, taking the slack out of the bar, pushing his knees up against his forearms. But this time what he has to do once he does that is he has to resist me pulling the bar away from him. And I'm also gonna have him actually go through the rep so he can feel that band and that resistance and that lat tension throughout the whole rep. So I'm not gonna pull until he's set up. Once he's set up, I'm pulling the band, trying to pull the bar away from him. He's gonna go ahead and go up. He's gonna lock it out. He's gonna control it down, and we'll go through a second rep as well. He's gonna tap the floor, come right back up. Excellent. So that's to create more lat tension. If he has to resist the bar from going away from him, he has to use the lats to pull it back into his shins or into his thighs. And then lastly, this is for somebody who has a hard time keeping a neutral spine. So you see them kind of coming down, and you see that roll over in the lower back, and they have a hard time lifting the chest up and creating more tension in the erectors. So what Joe's going to do is he's going to take the chain, he's going to put it over his shoulders. So we're actually going to make the setup a little bit different. So he's not going to bend over and grab it and pull himself into position. He's going to come straight down as if he already has the bar in his hands, grab the bar, and then come straight up. When he grabs the bar, he'll have that tension, so he'll take the slack out of the bar, push his knees out, and then come straight up. Okay? Go ahead. So the chain's forcing him to get his erectors tight. He's taking the slack out of the bar, he's going to come straight up. He's going to lock it out, he's going to control it back down. He feels that tension, and he's going to relax. Afterwards, what we'll do is have him take the chain off, and we'll just use the cue, try to create the same amount of tension that he just had in that same deadlift when he had the chain over his shoulders, but now the chain's not there. So this kind of creates that context between you and the bar, creating that tension in the upper back, in the lower back. Many times afterwards, you can hone in a much better position on that lower back. That's as if the lower back is rounding in the bottom position. This is to teach a better bottom position.